Beautiful friends. And what is Zoom apnea? Zoom apnea is its alternative name is screen apnea. The word is coined in recently, and it means that when we watch screen, whether it is a mobile screen, laptop screen, television screen, our breathing becomes shallow. Have you ever observed? If not, just check for 2 minutes and then again see this video. Because whenever our attention, wherever our attention goes, our energy flows. When we are watching screen, our attention is whatever we are watching. So our energy levels are totally focused on the screen. What happens during that phase? Our awareness about the breathing is lost and we are actually breathing shallow. This shallow breathing creates so many bad effects on our health. So, as I am actually creating awareness about the screen addiction, so I always tell the different side effects of watching screen, the blue light and everything. But the most important thing is that is creating health havoc is the screen apnea or Zoom apnea. Why this happens and what we can do to clear our Zoom apnea? Basically, Zoom apnea is when we are watching screens. What happens is that we are totally engaged in the screen, and then our we are not taking care of our breath. And due to shallow breathing, what happens due to shallow breathing? Shallow breathing means less oxygen to the brain, less supply of blood to the brain and whole body. So, and when we deep breathe, then whole oxygen supply increases. We feel more energy, more freshness. Have you ever observed that whenever you watch screen for hours together, you feel tired, you feel heat in this area, you feel very lazy and feel confused, foggy? This is because of shallow breathing. There is one book of Swami Yogananda which is available in British Council Library. That book is of only 20 pages, The Science of Breathing. But the experts have given explanation of that book, and that book has become more than a 300 pages book. Just we see the essence or the basic principles of the breathing they have given, and they are explained very nicely by different experts in that book. Swami Yogananda says that our breathing is the key for our health. We can cure our diseases with the help of breathing. Shallow breathing is a disease. Deep breathing is the most natural thing. And what does it mean by deep breathing? When we deep breathe, our diaphragm and our belly should come out, and when we exhale, our belly should go in. So we are doing the deep breathing, and we are soaking the oxygen and exhaling the oxygen from the base of the lungs, and we are using the full lung capacity. What happens because of that? Our body gets good anti-aging effect. It reduces stress, it gives instant energy, and it also helps our body to improve the immunity. And nowadays immunity is very important for our health and wellness. So deep breathing, we can, that Swami Yogananda says that with the breathing and with intention. Suppose if you want to reduce some pain in some certain body, so just calm your mind, take your intention to that part and breathe deeply. And when you will breathe deeply and take intention, the pain will reduce. This is because the very natural essence or the basic essence of that is, Ayurveda says that Vata is responsible for any kind of a pain or disturbance, and that Vata can be controlled with the help of our breathing. When we control our breath, we are controlling our prana. When we are balancing the regulation oscillations of the prana, we are feeling calm, we are feeling focused. So whole things, they come together at the breathing. Even if you will not eat any vitamin or some nutrition will be less, sometimes it will be okay, but breathing should be deep breathing. And shallow breathing actually creates obesity, then sleep apnea, zoom apnea. Shallow breathing creates a fatigue, energy, less energy, and you feel tired always, you feel sick. So all these things show signs of low immunity. So instead of that, if you will avoid mobile watching or screen watching or playing less video games, a day before yesterday only I asked my one patient, we were talking on a Zoom, and I asked him, he was in ninth standard. I asked him, do you play every day? Yes. I said, for how many hours? He said, for 4 hours. I said, 4 hours you play? Oh my God. So you play with your friends? Hey, yes. So I asked him, what do you play? He said, cricket. So I found that I just thought he is playing cricket on a stadium. And then after some time, after discussion, I asked him, do you watch video games? I told you, na. I said, when you told me, you asked me, na, what you play. So I play video game and I play cricket on videos. I said, you play cricket on video games and you are telling me you are playing for 4 hours. He said, yes. I said, keep playing video games is different. And I am asking about the playing on the ground. But you didn't mention that, he said. And then I realized that this generation is very smart, but they are not happy because they are not knowing what is their habits are causing to their brain. So watching screen for hours together is creating a great imbalance in our body and in our brain. So my dear friends, whoever will be watching this video, please spread this awareness and tell people to use less mobile so that they will be more healthy. And even if they have to use for work, then every 15 minutes or 30 minutes, take a break for 3 to 4 minutes, deep breathe, and if possible be aware while watching the screen, so that you will be working also and you will have a deep breathing also. So zoom apnea is creating a different kind of a diseases in the body. So instead of going for that treatment for the zoom apnea or the side effects of zoom apnea, if you will prevent it, that will be the best thing, and you will yourself will observe the changes. For that there are simple techniques. You keep a watch and see in 1 minute how many breaths you are taking. So count the frequency, then do a deep breathing, count your breathing. So in that fashion you can understand that when you count the deep breathing, that breathing per minute will be less than the shallow breathing. So my dear friends, zoom apnea is bad for our health. To avoid zoom apnea, avoid screen watching. And I just told you the science of that breathing book. If it is possible for you, read it, because in that Yogananda Swamiji says that when we take a deep breath, we are not only taking oxygen, we are taking prana and more things which are essential for our life. So his total explanation of the breathing he has given so beautifully in it. I loved that book, and that has changed my attitude towards breathing, because he says breathing is everything. If you will have a rhythm in your brain, if you will have a rhythm in your breathing, if you will have a rhythm in your thinking, and if you will have a deep breathing, you will have amazing life. You will do great thing with at ease, and that at ease is due to high energy. And with low energy, even easy things can become difficult. So we have to make difficult thing easy. We can do it with our brain. We are very smart, because knowledge is power and intellect is the biggest strength. So my dear friends, don't neglect zoom apnea. Just get rid of it and create awareness about this, and be zoom apnea free instead of zoom with joy in nature. Connect to nature.